What's up, y'all? Today we are here to show you Sunstone at Wellen Park, and I gotta tell you, this is probably the best middle ground neighborhood in all of Wellen Park. So if you're looking for a neighborhood specifically, if you're tired of seeing these neighborhoods that just have insane, crazy amenities and these ridiculously high HOA fees, or the communities that have none or virtually no amenities at all, and you still got some substantial HOA fees, this is probably the spot you've been missing. So make sure you stick around and check it out because the fees are super reasonable, but the amenities are fantastic. It's got everything that the majority of people want, but it doesn't have all those extreme extras like country clubs and water parks and stuff like that. So stick around, check it out. We're gonna show you where it's at. So we're gonna give you a map tour so you can see all the stuff around Sunstone and Wellen Park and kind of where we're talking about, where this location is if you're not familiar with it. We're gonna show you the model homes. We're gonna talk pricing. So we're gonna tell you what you can actually buy these homes for, as well as what the fees, taxes, insurance, all that stuff, what it typically costs to live in these homes. So stick around, check it out. Oh, and also, we're splitting it because they've got so much to show you in terms of the number of model homes and everything. Make sure you subscribe because we're actually gonna put this into two parts. So we're dropping this one this week. We're gonna drop the next one next week with the second half of the neighborhood. So gotta break it into two parts so it's not so crazy long. All right, so first off, let's take a look at where Sunstone and Wellen Park are. And so obviously, hopefully you know that we're talking about Florida, and hopefully you know we're talking about the Gulf Coast of Florida, down in Southwest Florida. So as you can see, the big red pin here in the middle is about halfway between Tampa and Naples in terms of running down the coast there. So as we zoom in, you see Sarasota starts coming to focus. You see Venice and Inglewood right here. So those are going to be the closest beaches: Venice, Nokomis, Inglewood, 𝑳𝒐𝒐𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈, all of that. And then you've got Northport over here. So as we zoom in, you see this area. Sorry for the UPS store. They must be paying Google a ton of money to show up that far away when we're zoomed out that far. But as we zoom in here, you can see Mattamy Homes, Sunstone Lakeside. So that is actually one of the two neighborhoods. Sunstone is actually split kind of in half. They've got Sunstone and then Sunstone Lakeside. So as we zoom in here, you'll see that, and you can see Sunstone is pretty much, I don't know why it shows Wellen Park Golf and Country Club here, but that's not where it is. This is Sunstone down here, and this is Sunstone Lakeside up here. And you'll be able to see as we zoom in, there's a trail connecting the two, golf cart trail and walking trail to the shared amenities between the two. There's actually two sets of amenities. One is finished, the other one is in the works in construction right now. And you can see Cool Today Park, where the Atlanta Braves spring training stadium is right over here. And as we scroll up, State College of Florida here, Costco over here, and this is downtown Wellen here with phase one already built. Kind of, you can see the first half looks like it's built. The other half looks like they're doing dirt work right now. That is under construction, and phase two is going in now around this big lake. So that's what you're looking at. That is Wellen Park in downtown Wellen. And so as we zoom out right here, the quickest way from Wellen Park, if you want to get to I-75, is either North River Road here. There's an exit there, or up here to Jacaranda. There's an exit off 75 there, exit and entrance. If you're looking to get to the beaches, currently the quickest way to get to the beaches, because none of this southern stuff is done yet, as you can see, it's all raw land still. The quickest way to get to the beaches is either to come out somewhere here on 777 and come down and around here to 776 down to 𝑰𝒏𝒗𝒆𝒔𝒕, Minnesota Beach over here, or you come down 41 this way, around, come through here, and down 776 through the neighborhood down Minnesota. This is all Minnesota Beach Road that winds through here. And to the north end at Minnesota Key Beach is, so that's the north end of Minnesota Key. The beach is there. You got Blind Pass in the middle here. And this is the south end of Minnesota Key as well, with all the beaches down here. So, that's Englewood Beach. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank on what I'm even talking about there. So that's what you're looking at. That's where the beaches are. Closest airport depends on which direction you want to go, what airlines you want to fly. But over here in Punta Gorda, you have the Punta Gorda Airport, roughly ballpark 30 minutes away. If you fly Allegiant a lot, then that's a great location, super fast in and out because it's a small airport. Allegiant is the only airline that flies out of Punta Gorda though. So if you fly any other airlines, then your quickest airport is going to be up here, the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, which is up in this area. Or if you want an even bigger airport, you got Tampa up there. You also have, I went too far, you have Fort Myers Airport down here. And then, you know, if you need big airports, you got Tampa, you got Fort Lauderdale and Miami down this way, or you can go up here to Orlando. So there's a ton of different options in terms of airports. Accessibility, they're not super close. Like I said, Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte's about 30 minutes away. Sarasota, Bradenton's like 45 minutes. Fort Myers is about an hour. Tampa's about probably an hour and a half. Miami is probably Miami, Fort Lauderdale. There's 2 airports there. They're roughly 2.5 hours away. And Orlando is probably about 2.5, maybe 3 hours away. So within 3 hours, you've got a ton of airport options. And like I said, Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte within 30 minutes if you can fly Allegiant. So that's what you're looking at for airport access. If you're big on cruising, you've got the cruise terminal here in Tampa, as well as over here in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, or the one up here. Technically, they call it Orlando, but as you can see, Orlando is nowhere near the beach, so it's out this way. But most everybody I know either goes Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or Tampa. So that's what you're looking at for location. If we zoom back in here, I'm going to show you real quick in downtown Wellen. Like I said, you got the Costco over here. You've got a Publix in here where it says a UPS store. That is in the Publix shopping center. You've got all kinds of restaurants here along the waterfront, including the food truck park, which is cool right in here. And yeah, so that's what you're looking at in terms of amenities here in Wellen Park right now. Or you can shoot over here to Venice and pop in. Here's downtown Venice, Venice Beach, Casperson Beach. All of that's great locations. Yes, there is a little Venice airport. If you are in the position well off enough to have your own plane, then you got the private airport at Venice Airport if you want to fly in there. So that's what you're looking at. That is the area. Now, let's go check out these homes. We're going to show you the homes. We're going to show you the amenities. We're going to talk pricing. So stick around for all of that. All right, so we are here at Sunstone now. And here at Sunstone, this is a Mattamy community, Mattamy Homes in Wellen Park. This is an all ages neighborhood. You may have seen our other video. If not, we will link it at the end of this one. Very similar neighborhood, 55 and over though, at Brightmoor here, which is pretty much right across the street from Sunstone here where we are. I'll flip you around, and here they also have, they're not the same floor plans, not the same exact homes, but similar setup in that they have paired villas. They have 40-foot wide homes and 50-foot wide homes here. So we're going to take a look at the first of the paired villa models. There are only 2 floor plans in the villas, and they have them both as models, so you can see them both today. This is the 𝑳𝒐𝒐𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈 It's a 2-bedroom plus a flex room or den, 2-bath, 2-car garage, just about right at 1,500 square feet, just slightly over. So let's go take a look. Now, the garage is over here. So that is the door in from the garage. And so you park here in the garage, typical 2-car garage. And excuse if you haven't watched my videos and aren't familiar with these models, it's very common for the builders to have spare stuff in the garage. So when we peek in there, you'll probably see that stuff. It looks like a construction site because it is. So then you come over here, this is your front door. So you would come in that way. All of these homes come with home automation, so it will talk to you. You have the keypad, you have smart door locks on the front doors, typically Ring doorbells, thermostats for your AC, all controlled wirelessly. So right here, you've got your flex room or den, depending on whether you do it with or without the French doors. And nice wide open great room, but it's all right here. Not a huge kitchen, but plenty of room. I mean, it's a attached villa, 2-bedroom, functions well either as a starter home if you know, you're a young family, or you know, if you're empty nester, retiree, looking for a vacation home, part-time seasonal. You know, as long as you don't need more than 2 bedrooms and a den, this will work. Quartz countertops. Here's your kitchen. Let's see. Over here is going to be your guest or kids' bedroom and bathroom. So we'll pop in the bedroom here first. Plenty of room. That's a full-size bed, 2 nightstands. There's plenty of room if you wanted to pop a king in here or a queen in here instead. Closet, plenty of space for a dresser right there. Bathroom in the dark. Sorry, missed the lights. There you go. Now let there be light. So guest or kids bath, linen closet. Mattamy is very good about making sure that there is a linen closet next to every bathroom. I don't think I've been through a single one of their homes where they did not. Laundry room, washer and dryer, cabinets are optional. This is your AC closet. Great place for it in the laundry room, and I'm not being sarcastic. That is a fantastic place. Keeps any noise that the AC produces away from your living area and people. And it's a big closet, so you got extra space for storage for Christmas decorations, brooms, vacuums, whatever. And the low voltage center is in that little panel right there. That's where all your cable and internet and everything comes into the main line, comes into the house and then branches off to each of the different rooms. Super nice and convenient. Got a little pantry here. Not real big, but that's okay. Little dining area right there. It's probably all you need for a home of this size. And nice size great room, good size lanai. And if this is anything like, of course it is, nice big primary suite. So you got a dresser here, plenty of room for a bigger one, plenty of room over there on that wall if you want to put another one, or a chest of drawers. Got the bench in front of the bed, king size bed, big nightstands, and a typical Mattamy primary suite bathroom. If you are familiar with the Mattamy homes, they are almost all very much like this. Nice long double vanity. Nice big walk-in shower there. They did a great job. As always, they put the handle away from the shower head so you're not getting sprayed with that cold water as soon as you reach in and turn it on. Always appreciate that. Throne room and a good sized walk-in closet. Let's go out on the lanai. Well, I don't know if we really need to go out there. It's not that big, but decent size for an attached villa like this. and you can do an extension on that if you want to. There's plenty of room here, even if you wanted to do a pool. Although, one thing I will tell you with 𝒏𝒈, they do not do pools during construction. That's one thing that some people are turned off about 𝒏𝒈 by, is you cannot get a pool with the home while it's being constructed. You have to do it after the fact. Completely doable. It's actually cheaper that way, typically somewhere between 20 and 30% less expensive than what most builders charge. But it's a little bit inconvenient in that a lot of times you're moving in, you're living in your home, and then you've got construction going on in the backyard while they are building a pool. It just kind of is what it is with 𝒏𝒈. That's how they do it. So that is the 𝒐𝒐𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈. All right, so how'd you like that 𝒐𝒐𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈 floor plan? Keep in mind, please, I haven't said it in this video yet, but I say it in all of our videos. Please make sure you call us before you call anybody else. I know we're telling you who the builder is, we're telling you the neighborhood, we're telling you exactly where it's at, we're telling you all of these details, but please make sure you take advantage. Call us first. Let us be the ones to help you, because if this is what you're interested in, because we have extra incentives. The builder representatives, they're fantastic, they're great, they're super helpful, but they represent the builders. They're there to get the builder the best deal possible. We're here to help get you the best deal possible. I have had a few clients that have spoken to us, have unfortunately decided to go to the builder instead directly, thinking that they can negotiate a better deal because then the builder doesn't have to pay us a commission or whatever. At the end of the day, we had a client try and do that. They ended up paying $80,000 more for the same home, almost identical, in the same neighborhood that we had helped someone else buy a week before. Please don't let that be you. So call us first. Now, we're going to jump in and show you the top sale. Let's go take a look. So here is the top sale. This is the larger of the two attached villas that they offer here. This one's a 3-bed plus a study, 2-bath, 2-car garage, just under 1,800 square feet. Again, all the smart home features. And this one has a side entry instead of a front entry. And so yeah, you come right into the main living area, which is a little bit different than a lot of the other villas. Really nice kitchen, huge great room, big dining room. I mean, this feels much more like a single family home to me, minus the side entry on the house. So we're gonna come back up to the front of the house, and we will start here, or here, or here. How far does this thing go? No, I'm kidding. It's a big one. 1,800 square foot villa is a big villa, or almost 1,800. So here is your first guest or kids room. I mean, this is a legit villa that a family of 4 could easily live in. So, queen size bed, 2 nightstands, little bit tight here for a dresser, but you could do, especially if you did a full size bed, you could easily put a dresser in here, no problem. Linen closet here next to the bathroom, as is a 𝒏𝒈 staple. Great job on that. Here's your guest or kids bathrooms. Comes standard with a tub shower combo. You can always swap that out if you're building one from scratch. You can swap that out to a walk-in shower if you would like. If you got little ones and you like the bathtub, then leave it with the bathtub. Here is the second bedroom. Now this one's got a full-size bed instead of a queen, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a full. Got a little bit more room because there's a kind of a niche tucked in behind the door here to recess the dresser a little bit. So there's a little more space. Nice size, really good size room. Here's your 2-car garage. They do not do impact glass. It's not standard here. That's part of why the prices are a little bit less expensive here. If you are comparing Sunstone to Brightmoor, impact glass is not standard here. So it comes with the hurricane shutters. And that's what that stack of panels is over there on the wall in the garage. Here's your AC closet. Plenty of space in here for extra storage for the vacuum, the brooms, all that good stuff. Another little linen closet right here. And the card room or den or whatever you would like it to be. And then your main living area. So the kids or guest rooms are very, very separate from everything else, or from the main living area and primary suite, nice and tucked away. Washer dryer, optional cabinets up above. And it's nice to see, again, if you watch the Brightmoor video and you're comparing Brightmoor to Sandstone, you have the ability to do the higher end finishes even in the lowest priced models if that's what you prefer. If you want a really, really decked out but smaller, inexpensive home, you can do that with 𝒏𝒈. So nice cabinets. These are actually a little bit more affordable cabinets than what they did in most of the models over at Brightmoor. They're not soft close. We'll see if no, cabinet doors are not soft close. They have external instead of, the guides are on the sides instead of underneath. So they're just not quite as high-end cabinets. They still look nice. Nice tile backsplash. They do still do the Schluter strip on the edge there, which is nice little extra finish. But yeah, I mean, 42-inch cabinets with crown molding, upper cabinets, all that. Nice walk-in pantry here. Still a very nice home, just not quite to the same levels of finish as you're gonna have over at Brightmoor. You can get it done to those level of finish, but it doesn't come standard that way, which is why they're a bit less expensive here at Sunstone. And so here's your primary suite. Again, big room, plenty of space. Oh, they changed it up in this one. Showers over here. A little bit smaller vanity this time. Most of the Brightmoor homes had a similar vanity to what we saw in the 𝒐𝒐𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈, where you got a longer vanity and have room for drawers in the middle. Unfortunately, this one does not, so you only get the 4 cabinets, which I am not a fan of. Linen closet here. Throne room there, and your walk-in closet here. Good size walk-in. Nothing fancy though. And let's go take a look at the lanai. Again, lanai is very similar to the 𝒐𝒐𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈, pretty much same size, decent, nothing special. If you want to extend it, you can. If you wanted to add a pool, we would need to do that afterwards. We've got some preferred pool builders we can connect you with if you want to do that, and we can get everything lined up to start right after you close for the most part. So we can help you get that taken care of. Got a little cornhole spot over here, a little putting green over here. Just some fun little features in the model home area here at Sunstone. All right, so what'd you think of the top sale? You got 2 villas to choose from here. You got to see them both, which is awesome. It's rare that we get the opportunity to show you all of the floor plans in a specific neighborhood. Now, of course, we're not gonna get to show you all of the floor plans that they have to offer here at Sunstone. But we did get to show you both villas. There are only 2 different floor plans, and they happen to decide to build both of them as models. Which one do you like better? The ant slot, the top sail? I know the top sail is quite a bit bigger, so you may be that bigger is always better kind of person. And if you need the extra bedroom, then I hear you. The top sail is the way to go. It's not that much more expensive, and you do get quite a bit more square footage as well. All right, so now we're gonna show you the amenities here at Sunstone, and then at least the amenities that are done. They do have one amenity center completely finished. The other one's still under construction, so we can't show you that, but we're gonna show you those amenities that are done here, and then we're gonna get into pricing, talk incentives, what it actually costs to buy these homes, taxes, insurance, HOA fees, all that good stuff. And you're gonna wanna see these amenities and hear about this HOA fee because it's really impressive what you get for the money. So stick around, let's go check it out. Oh, and if these villas aren't your thing, don't worry. Make sure that you subscribe because next week we're gonna drop the single family home models here and all the details on that because they do have both the villas and single families here. All right, let's go check out the amenities. That's the clubhouse straight ahead. Now there will be a second amenity center as well. This is the first one. There's a second one that is under construction. But if you can see over here, very golf cart friendly. All of Wellen Park, super golf cart friendly. Very popular here in the neighborhood. So here we are at the clubhouse and amenity center at Sunstone in Wellen Park. Over here, you've got an event lawn where they do host events, live music, all kinds of stuff. This is the clubhouse. This is the first amenity center. This one is done and open. There is a second one under construction now. Not open yet, so we can't really see it, but let's go check this one out. Show you what you get here. As you can see from the parking lot over here, super golf cart friendly. All of Wellen Park is very golf cart friendly. So as we come in here, we've got the office. Not open at the moment, but you've got an office, you got on-site property management, you've got restrooms right here. You've got an event kitchen. So kitchen setup, prep, serving area. Not a full kitchen. You do have a microwave so you can heat some stuff up. You got the sink, you got the counter space, you got the cabinets, you got a fridge to keep stuff cold, you got a bar area, but no stove, oven, anything like that. It's not a full-blown commercial kitchen. You're not gonna be doing cooking or anything over here. You do have these sliding doors that you can close it off. You got coffee with the Keurig. Really nice event space, big screen TV on the wall. You can reserve this for private parties. You've got the outdoor patio area out there that wraps around the back. Through here is the fitness center. Go check that out. Drinking fountain, bottle refilling station. Got yoga studio, stretch bands, ropes. Got some dumbbells in here. You got yoga mats. You got the rowing machine. So you got this area here. You got cubbies to store your stuff. Doors into the restroom here as well. And here is the fitness center. Tons of cardio equipment. You got the machines. You got all the dumbbells. You got the mirrors so that you can watch yourself do it right. And out here, you've got the resort style pool. Got more patio space. You've got umbrellas, you got recliners, you got lounge chairs, you got everything. You got the outdoor bar area as well, so you can have a party out there. You got pool restrooms out there. It's got the beach entry right here. You've got the sunshade over the pool, which is really nice. So you can be in the water and be in the shade all at the same time. We'll go take a quick spin. I don't want to go too close and get people on camera that don't want to be on camera and all that. So we're not gonna go all the way out there because as you can see, there's plenty of people. And I think you can get a view from over here. So that's it. That's the amenities that are here now. Like I said, you got more coming in the very near future. Already under construction, coming along. Got the golf carts. Seems like a lot of people like the same cart design in different colors. Once one person gets a cool cart, then everybody wants a cool cart, right? So that's what you got. All right, so those are pretty impressive amenities, right? For what I keep saying is affordable fees. So now you want to know what those fees are and you want to know what it's going to cost to get into these homes here in Sunstone, right? So we'll start with the fees on the villas and also what's included. So common ground, all the amenities, lawn and landscape, all of that's included on your lot. So your lawn maintenance, everything's fully included on the villas here. Actually, villas and single families here, but we're talking specifically villas. So for the villas, the other thing that is included that is not normally included in the single family homes, and not every builder sets it up this way to include this on the villas, but here 𝒏𝒈 does. The roof repairs and replacement and exterior painting of the home is included in the HOA fees. Now, you're still gonna have regular homeowner's insurance. So let's say there's a hurricane and it does some damage to your roof, something like that, then yes, it's still gonna be a claim against your homeowner's insurance. They're still gonna be responsible, which ultimately means you're responsible for storm damage, but that is what the insurance is for. When it comes to the HOA fees, they're covering if the roof just breaks down and needs to be repaired outside of its normal schedule, or if normally when it needs to be replaced after so many years, they've got a schedule built in. And so your HOA fees, you're building reserves to cover that cost when it comes time to do it. So they cover repair and replacement of the roof. They cover repainting the exterior of the villas. All irrigation water's included, as well as both cable and internet is all factored in there. So that's what you're looking at. And the HOA fees on the villas are only $418 a month, including all of that. Yes, there is a CDD fee that is built into the tax bill. Taxes on these homes are gonna run probably somewhere in the ballpark of $6 to $7 grand a year, depending on whether it's your primary residence or not, and which floor plan you decide to go with, and what options and upgrades if you decide to put a pool on or anything like that. Those things are going to add to it. Now, in terms of insurance, you're probably looking at somewhere in the ballpark of $2 grand a year. If you do add a pool, maybe $2,500. You're not in a flood zone here, so you don't have to worry about having flood insurance. And now you want to know, what do these things actually cost to buy, right? So base price on the ants lot is $373, so technically $372,990, but let's just call it $373. They do have 2 quick move-ins. Now, typically the quick move-in build prices run somewhere in the $415 to $420 range, depending on the home site and exactly what options they select to put in them. They've got 2 of them that are quick move-in and slots right now. Both of them are going to be ready in December. One of them is reduced to $399, and the other one has been reduced to 408. So that's what you can actually buy for. They won't be ready until December, so those prices might get a little bit better if we get closer and they're still not sold. This is still pretty early for big price reductions, and talking we're still a couple months out from that, but that's what you're looking at right now. They do have some additional incentives available. They've got interest rates if you're financing. They've got special interest rates. They've got closing cost incentives, stuff like that they've given to us as additional incentives and discounts for you as our client if you call us. All right, now for the top sale, typical build price, or I'm sorry, base price on those starts at $436. And I should say, I didn't mention it before, but when I talk base price, you're almost never gonna pay what the base price is. The base price is the price that the builders use to advertise to get you in the door. That's why I tell you what the typical build prices are, and if they have quick move-ins, what those are discounted to, so you know what you can actually buy them for. If they have something when you're ready, you have an idea of what you're really looking at in terms of discounts and incentives and things like that. So top sale, base price, $436. The typical build price on those normally runs somewhere in the $490 to $500 range. They do have one quick move-in top sale right now, also going to be ready in December. So the villas have been selling pretty quickly here. They don't have a ton of them. They don't have anything that's going to be ready before December, but the ones that are ready in December, the quick move-in top sale has been reduced to $477,600. So that's what you're looking at. They're, like I said, extra incentives and discounts, but you have to call us first. If single family is what you're looking for, again, subscribe. That one's coming next week. And if you're interested in Wellen Park, but maybe not necessarily, maybe you feel like Sunstone's not the right fit for you, check out these other videos of some of the other neighborhoods here nearby.